EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Right to the air goes Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. Well, you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost him 5. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here now, 3rd and 5. They motion the slot man left. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Slot man in motion left. Out of the shotgun, Young. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. First and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On first down, Watson. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Play action. Watson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first and 10, here's Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Chubb. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Watson now on 3rd down. Here's a screen set up for 4. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at and gauging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this.
And he will score. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7 0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. From the gun, it's Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. That one complete to Leggett. And he's down inside the 40-yard
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Young. A throw there, caught by Leakett. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Slot receiver, headed right. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's got his man. That's Leakett. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Young. He's going to run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd and 9. To throw is Young. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Carolina.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is Complete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Raheem Blackshear is set to return for the Panthers. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The Panthers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Browns offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's caught by 4. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They give it, and it's 4. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Nick Scott up from the secondary for the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Watson. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Panthers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Young to throw on 1st and 10. His throw left side is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll go play action with Young. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Tremble comes in motion. On 1st down is Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. On the ground, this is Hubbard. Crazy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They send him right out of the slot. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. On play action, Young. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor. And that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Hubbard. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short, no gain.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
Big play. 3rd and goal coming up. Now Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. The Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Work to do. The crowd helping the defense. 3rd down and 9. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Now it's Watson to his tight end Njoku. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw is Watson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Watson. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Velus Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Here comes 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.